TBE. The letters mean the best ever. The best ever meaning I came, I saw, and I conquered the way that I planned to conquer this game. The first thing I'm going to cover today is a lot of people have an opinion about Floyd Mayweather and the style that he brings and the cachet that he brought to the ring. And now that we are here at the end, there are a lot of voices being wrong, and I get to see them from time to time. Every once in a while I do get to peep down and see what people are saying, which prior I had a lot more time to do that. And just as being inquisitive, I like to know what people are truly thinking, because I hear it sometimes when I watch some of the posts that are live, you know, from some of the great YouTube channels, or either on Showtime, HBO, or PBC. Opinions matter. Everybody has one. Some of them we don't care to hear, but everyone deserves a voice. TBE means the best ever. There's a video out on Facebook on our page. You'll see that logo, and you go to that page and you like it, you'll see it. It's at the very top. And it shows Floyd Mayweather speaking about the hit and not get hit mantra, which is the science of boxing. Just like Bruce Lee in karate, he devastated everybody that stood in front of him. I mean, no matter what size they were. Bruce Lee was 135 pounds, 5'7". He was absolutely devastating. No one could stand in front of Bruce Lee and truly believe that they were going to win. You know why? I speak to this unique quality. And I was online the other day, and I saw Sugar Ray Leonard, and he always has amazing quotes. But Sugar Ray Leonard told one of the reporters that Usher has this unique thing that he could play him in the movie, and they couldn't have found a better person, because he said he wanted to know how I trained. He wanted to know what punches felt like, what it felt like to deliver and hit someone. And then he had that unique quality, that gene that some of us unique athletes have that has no name. Well, I created a list of these things, these qualities, because they don't come across on the screen. And that's why when people prep to fight Floyd Mayweather, they always came up short. The coaches, if you don't have this unique thing, that thing that has no name, you can't possibly prepare for it or prepare your fighter for it, because it's not skills. All fighters learn skills. It's not power. Every fighter that strikes has power. There are levels of power. Some people are blessed with heavy, dense bone. Some of you call that heavy-handed. Now I will break this down. A fighter with this unique gene, those reflexes, those things that everybody continuously condemns Floyd Mayweather for having, but yet and still using those legs, using those reflexes, those defensive postures, and just that ring cachet. Everybody says, oh, well, Floyd's running, even Berto. But let me check everybody on this right now. And I don't care who you like in the sport of boxing, because I am an advocate for the sport of boxing and the boxers that are inside of the sport. So if you know, or if you're one of the fighters, know I'm down for you, and that's why I'm breaking this down. Adrian Broner, Berto, Abner Mares, Canelo Alvarez, all of these fighters carry that same. Timothy Bradley. You can say these guys are warriors in the ring. These guys all want to have that strike. But one thing they all had to do, they all had to learn to box. But you don't complain. Even Manny Pacquiao, when he went up against Brandon Rios, Those who love Manny Pacquiao were basically like, oh my gosh, Manny Pacquiao, that was a beautiful performance. Even though he didn't get the KO, he boxed beautifully. But that's what Floyd Mayweather does all the time. Let me tell you something about coaches. When Floyd Mayweather's in that ring and a guy cannot hit him, even when he's standing in front of him, like the late, great James Toney, Bernard Hopkins, he can stand right in front of you and make you miss and then make you pay. He makes you look like a fool. That's why he wants to frustrate you by moving around the ring. But Floyd doesn't have to move. Let me tell you something about this unique gene. It's a heightened sense of perception, meaning he can adapt to the moment that you're about to throw a punch. And he can respond up to 1.9 of a second quicker than you can release the punch. So it's almost like he's in the Matrix. You know why? Because I know, because I'm that guy too. I used to dog guys twice my size. I didn't even know there was a thing called size when I was growing up. I was a $150 soaking wet. But I was shredded to the bone and nothing ever could land on me because I could respond and I could see it and it never even fazed me. And then next thing you know, I was putting that blaze on them. If you don't know, you need to check my record. The people that know me can tell you this, confirm it. So I understood what Floyd Mayweather had because I understand that gene. Even I, Sugar Ray Leonard, people like that speak to this. It's a thing that has no name, but I went as far as to document all the names that tie themselves to this unique quality. Roy Jones Jr., reflexes. You look at these guys, whenever they're in their prime, those reflexes, all he depended on was the reflexes. If he would have went into that defense and learned and continuously elevated his skill base, he always wanted to be able to get away with the things that he did. Okay, now, as I break this down around again, Floyd Mayweather has made all of these guys who tried to do what he do look stupid. So yeah, whenever those guys were fighting, Canelo Alvarez, Andre Berto, when he was in the ring with Soto Karass, he tried to get behind that shoulder, but he does not have that thing. Like I said once again, and he couldn't do it. He couldn't execute it. So now he's in the fight talking about, yeah, he was slippery, he couldn't move, he wouldn't stand and fight. So what exactly is he supposed to do? Just let you punch him in the chin? Well, it's not that Floyd doesn't have a chin. He just don't want you to score at all. He wants to frustrate you outside of your game. Because that thing, it has no name. Andre Berto talk junk. So I'm calling Andre Berto out on that. Why don't you just give the guy credit? You try to do what he can do. Canelo Alvarez tried to do what he can do. All these fighters, Abner Mares, he couldn't really get away from that heat. So he started holding. Okay, Santa Cruz still won the fight. But if he had Abner Mares, I'm speaking of, the boxing cachet of a Floyd Mayweather, he would have found a way to win. And if Andre Berto had the cachet to win, he would have found a way to win. Because it's, oh, I like to be in battles. Yeah, go to that page on Facebook, Master Boxing page, and look at this video. Let me show you what the guys look like. The Mike Tysons, the Muhammad Alis, the Chavezes, what they looked like in their last fights. Trying to go to war, trying to take these shots. See what they look like. And then it's going to show you a glimpse of what TBE looked like at 38 years old. And that included the great Sugar Ray Leonard. This is an amazing video, well put together. And for most of you who don't know nothing about the game or the sport of boxing, my frustrations come about you because you have an opportunity to go out to masterboxingllc.com and learn more boxing. So whenever you see pure boxing, you appreciate it and stop being such a critic and a casual fan. Don't just watch boxing, be boxing. Go out to that Facebook page, check out that video. TBE is a real thing. The enormity of his career isn't just about the 12 rounds that he spent in the ring. It was about that entire the magnitude of the entire event that he gave us throughout those weeks and months of the promotion. That right there will not be duplicated again. It's predicated and set in stone. That TBE didn't just mean inside that ring. It was about the whole entire show. And that show lasts approximately 3 to 6 months. They call me the fight doctor. And I thank you guys for watching. Right now you're watching Master Boxing. And this is where we break the fight world down, baby. Round by round. Shouts out to my boys from BrooklynFights.com. I'm out. Peace. And remember, that thing, it has no name. So long.